Well, DeMarco Morgan joins us now by phone from Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. DeMarco, your reporting last night was remarkable with Jamie Yukas at 7 p.m. last night. You're near the heart of the destruction. Last night we could see the smokes and the flames. What are you seeing right now?
Well, Irina, we're about a mile away now. They have so many parts of this area, Sevier County, blocked off, mainly because a lot of people are trying to get back to take a look at their property and, assess the damage for themselves, but it's still not safe at this point. Right now, it's also pouring down. I mean, it's been raining heavily since this morning. It started last night around 10 p.m., and that wasn't enough for the 8 new fires that have ignited, but it started overnight. But we're told they are mostly under control. And those 8 new fires, a new building, it was vacant, but it also burned down. And it's just something to talk to the people who live in this area and who have called this area home, some of them for decades, shocked because of what happened. Clearly, this is an area that doesn't experience wildfires like our friends out west in Los Angeles and some of the other areas, but it happened so quickly because you mentioned it. You talked about it a couple of seconds ago. Hurricane force winds more than 80 miles per hour, but right now we're just seeing people who are distressed, again, trying to get home, trying to see if there's anything left out, but we're hearing so many reports that there are so many damaged structures and buildings that officials still can't get an exact number. So their main concern right now and their main mission is still a search and rescue effort right now. And Irina, as far as the shelters here, last evening we had about 2,000. It dropped to about 1,000 this morning, and now the new numbers are 300 people are in shelters. 45 people now injured. 14 who suffered burn injuries, and then you talked about it, the death toll has gone from 3 to 4.
Wow, DeMarco, before I let you go, what are things looking like for the people near the fire zone in the days ahead?
Well, I think now it's a little hard for us to tell what it's looking like. Most of the fires are completely under control. Hopefully with this rain, I don't even think forecasters predicted this much rain to fall. Hopefully this will help firefighters. Firefighters are leaning heavily on Mother Nature to help them out with getting these fires completely out, under control, so they can assess the damage, see how they can get people back to their homes as if they indeed are still there. But the Red Cross has been working very good. Of course, the American Red Cross always coming through whenever there's a catastrophic event. But the shelters are in place, of food, and it's also interesting just to see the neighboring counties and towns and states who have been coming forward just to help. This is a heavily populated area when you think of tourists because it's the most visited national park. A lot of us have stories here from when we were children, or taking our children to see the great Smoky Mountains there. So when this happened, it was just a big blow to this community. And you and I both saw those pictures that were coming in through social media the other night. You had people still standing in their homes, in restaurants, in the hotel, and you could see like the fire just, a feet away. So these people had no time but to grab what they had on their back, to grab the clothes on their back, the kids, and get out. Some of them had to leave pets behind, unfortunately. So I think everybody's hoping for the best. Right now, things are at a standstill because it's pouring down raining, so it's also hampering efforts for the search and rescue as well, but also to get in there and assess the damage. So I think we're just going to have to sit back and wait for a few hours, wait for the rain to die down, and then, hopefully we'll still have some light in day before it's dark and be able to update you.
DeMarco Morgan, great reporting from the front lines of this wildfire. Thank you.
Thanks, Irina. Good to talk to you.
Well, turning now to more natural disasters sweeping across the South, the National Weather Service has issued a tornado watch for parts of Alabama, Florida, and Georgia. This comes after a string of tornadoes and severe storms swept through parts of the South overnight, killing 5 people and injuring more than a dozen people. Police in northeastern Alabama say that 3 people died after a tornado destroyed their mobile home. 7 others, including 3 children, were injured when a tornado demolished a nearby daycare center. In southern Tennessee, another tornado killed a husband and a wife. The storms knocked down power lines through the region, leaving thousands without electricity overnight. Alabama Power, the state's main electricity provider, says power has been restored to most of the 45,000 customers who experienced outages.